Hello. How's it going? I'm no longer dying, so I figured I would be here today. How are you doing? Welcome back. Well, I did a stream yesterday on the gaming thing. I was playing Phasmophobia. I know, calm the fuck down. Just had it on the screen. Don't SMH me. Hydrate, hydrate. Hello. Flippity flip. He's Engie. Alright. Oh. I can do that. Uh-oh. Now I don't know what to do for F2L. Oh god. Oh lord. That turned out somehow almost fine. How is the timer still not connected? How many times do I have to click connect? There you go, you did it. Next scramble. Not inspection. Alright, fuck it. Okay, never mind, stop that. Hello. Hello, Crab. How's it going? Okay, so what if I, like... No, this is terrible edge orientation. Is it? Yes. Is it? Oh, it's awful. Okay, don't solve from... Do it from here. Kind of complicates things. I'm doing everything wrong. I'm doing everything wrong. I'm doing everything wrong. Oh god. I know this I know that LOL. I'm gonna delete that and I'm gonna move on with my life. I hate these constant ads. They shouldn't be constant. There should be... Okay, no, there's an ad running now. And then after these ads are done, there won't be ads for another hour. So... If we take a 2-3 day break on the internet because it's taking a toll on mental... Yeah, well... Yeah. Stop. Yeah, don't... The internet is bad. It's just people trying to make you angry for the sake of making you angry. I think... here's a thing. Here's a lesson with the internet. People who are saying things that make you angry, 99% of the time, they don't actually mean what they're saying. They're just saying it because it makes you angry. Like, if you read something that makes you upset on the internet, chances are that person doesn't actually even believe that. They're just saying it because they know it's going to make someone upset. Which is why rage bait doesn't work on me. Because I know that they're just bullshitting. Learning the ability to detect rage bait and move on with your life is a really important one. But also, you just don't have to be on the internet. You can just turn off the phone. I don't care about trolls. I'm just online 24/7. Ah. Rage bait is so interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Like, think about it. If you're scrolling through your phone and you see like a nice innocent post where it's like says blah blah blah, look at this cute cat. You're like, oh, that's cute, and then you put your phone down and move on with your life. But if you see a post that's like if you see a post that's like makes you angry, like, oh, I disagree with that, you're gonna keep reading. Like, it just makes perfect sense. Like, if you're not gonna sit there and continue to, like, you know, interact with this nice post, you're gonna move on. So I looked away for 2 seconds and I somehow fucked up the T-perm. I don't know how that happened. Yeah. Hug, hug, hug. I detect rage bait and troll people myself. See, that's not a good thing to do. Hug, hug, hug. If you detect rage bait, the correct course of action is to move on and just scroll by. Don't interact with it. Because you might think to yourself, ah, no, but I'm trolling them. But you're not trolling them. You're giving them exactly what they want. And you're wasting your time giving them engagement that they otherwise wouldn't be getting. So it's, god damn it, how did that happen? So you just scroll past them, because like if you start fucking with them, you're giving them exactly what they want, and you're wasting your time, and you're probably gonna come out of it, and you might not come out of it be like thinking negative. You might be like, "Ha, that was funny," but like, was it really worth your time? And was that really a positive experience? Like, probably not. So what's the point? Control the people who interact, not the rage baiters. And make the angry people angry. Okay, yeah, so why are you being a dick? Like, what's the point of that? Just scroll by. Let people who are being, like... like spreading negativity. Okay, well then... I don't know what you want me to say to that. Distracted me. I'm gonna have to stop with a 3x3 because my brain can't right now. I'm going for 4x4. Whoa, 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 whoa! I need a 4x4. I need a 4x4 button where it like pops up a 4x4 on the screen. There's like confetti. Mark my words, I'll have that done by next stream. I'm gonna get myself a 4x4 button. Although I don't know how to do the animation stuff where if you press a button something happens. I don't know how to do that. Denny and Paulson know all about that. Their streams are wild, but I don't know how to do that. I haven't saw 4x4 in a couple days, so... That's not true. When was the last time? Well, the last time Reese streamed was the last time I did 4x4. And I did a race with him where the last time previously that I had done 4x4 had been like 2 days. So it's been like almost a week, and then throw like maybe 3 solves in the middle there. Gotta love a nice old Y2. Gotta love a nice old 50 to start off. I think I'm going to go for... I don't know if... Nobody really saw my stream yesterday where I did the Apocalypse 2 on Phasmophobia. I think today, I'm planning on it. If I have time, I'm going to try to go for the Apocalypse 3. I ended up completing the Apocalypse 2. Not on the initial run. The initial run was depressing, let me tell you. So what happened was, on my first Apocalypse 2 run, I get in the building, you know, I figure, you know, the ghost is in the left wing, you know, I locate it generally. I lure it over to the chapel, I get a photo of it, and then after like 1 or 2 more hunts, I realize, oh, this is twins. It's going fast, it's going slow, it's going fast, it's going slow, it's hunting from different locations. It's being, you know, it's acting like twins, you know, it's doing fast hunts far away, slow hunts further, you know, it's doing fast, so, you know, I figured out it was twins, basically. Took me a bit. So then, I get the ghost to, I get the photo, I then get an EMF reading, which I need an EMF reading for the objective. And then I move up towards the wing. I'm getting closer to the wing because my last objective is to witness a ghost event. And the way ghost events work, I don't really know how ghost events work. I have a general understanding. There's, a ghost can only do a ghost event if it's in ghost event range of the player. And ghost event range is a 15-meter circle around the ghost, or around the player. Like, you know, however, it's a 15-meter circle around the player or a 15-meter circle around the ghost. I don't know which one. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference. You need to be 15 meters away, within 15 meters of the ghost. Let's just say it's around the ghost for that sake. You need to be 15 meters within the ghost for it to do a ghost event, or have a chance to do a ghost event. I had the difficulty set on ghost event chances high, and I swear to God, I was moving up and down the left wing, ducking in and out of rooms, hiding in a room right next to where the ghost was for 2 hours. The run was 2.5 hours long, and 2 of those hours were ducking in and out of rooms in the left wing, just waiting for a ghost event. And when I tell you, it just didn't do one, so I was like, all right, let's try something different. I moved myself to the far end of the hallway and hid in one of those rooms. And then I moved myself back to the front room. Nothing. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm getting impatient. I'm either going to get this ghost event and get out of here, or I'm going to die, because I'm getting tired of waiting. So what I did is I grabbed a crucifix and I just ducked in and out of every single room, put a crucifix on my feet, and waited. And then the hunt went over, I'd get up, go to the next room, put the crucifix down, and wait. And I just repeated that until I got to like the fourth room. I don't know what room I got to. I got to the 3rd or 4th room down the hall, which is where I thought the ghost was. So I thought, okay, it's gonna burn the crucifix, and then I have some time to sit here and wait for an event. Because if it burns the crucifix, I get like 50 seconds worth of waiting around instead of only 25. So, but it didn't burn the crucifix. It did a fast twin hunt. I'm not going to explain how twins work. The fast twin hunts further away. It has like an extended range. I'm not going to go into that. So it did a fast twin hunt far away from my crucifix, and then ran down the hallway, and then just so happened to duck into my room. I'm like, okay, I have a smudge, so it's fine. So I smudged, the ghost walked away, kept going, came back into the room and killed me. Fuck you, bastard. So there goes the 2.5 hour long run. Because 1, I got slightly unlucky, and 2, I got impatient. I got really impatient because, like, I'll do the ghost event. So I hate ghost events. I hate twins. And I know the reason I didn't get the vote. I know the reason I didn't get the ghost event is because it was twins. I know that for a fact. Twins are fucking, like, the way that their AI works, I know for a fact that's exactly why I didn't get the ghost event. Is because the twins were too busy just fucking being everywhere at once to give me an event. I couldn't get in range. So that's how I lost that run. Then I reset some more runs until I got objectives that weren't terrible. It took like 7 resets to get good objectives. And then I got a good objective. I think it was Firelight. I don't know what it was. Oh no, it was Cleanse, Repel, Photo. which is easy as fuck. Like, you kind of need to do all those things anyway. And then, so I was like, all right, we're gonna go in, we're gonna move on, I'm gonna get this. So I go in there, and I'm listening on the paramic, and I'm like, where is this thing? And then I hear it, and I'm like, oh, there it is. It's kind of in the left area. It's like, all right, here's the front door, here's the chapel, here's the left wing, here's the right wing. The ghost is kind of like here. It's kind of like in like this little area between the wing and the... So I'm like, all right, that's a good location. That's a good spot. I can hide in that front room maybe. So I start walking up, and I'm like, oh, I don't hear it. Like, I'm doing 360s with the paramic. I'm like, oh, I don't hear it. Where did it go? Did it go downstairs? Or did it like duck deep into a wing or go far down to the kitchen? I don't know, but I don't hear it. So I walk up to the chapel, and I walk towards the left wing, and I'm just sort of moving around, and I'm going in circles, looking literally everywhere, and I'm like, I don't hear this thing. And then I hear it, and I'm like, oh, it's in the basement. Because I heard it walk, like, through me, basically, on the paramic. It, like, walked through me, and then kept going, and I'm like, oh, it's downstairs. Because I thought I was hearing it through the floor. It turns out I wasn't hearing it through the floor, and it just walked past me, and then did some weird buggy shit, and then ended up in the chapel, and then walked out of the chapel. It just killed me. I was so fucking confused. I don't know what was that. The round lasted like 3 minutes, so I don't really know if I can count it as a run. Basically, the paramic bugged the fuck out, and I completely lost track of the ghost and died. It ended up being an Oni, which would have been relatively possible to figure out had I gotten a good amount of line of sight with it. Which I don't know if I would have. So, whatever. I saw your thing about the twins. Then, one second, I'll answer that in a second, and then the last run was the one that I got it on my third, we can call it technically second try, because the second try was literally me going in and just dying to a buggy paramic immediately, so I don't know if I want to count that as a full run, but you can if you want. I got it on my third run. It was a Thay in the chapel. And the objectives were firelight, photo cleanse, or firelight photo something, I don't know. Firelight, photo, and then something else, doesn't really matter. So it was easy objectives, and once I heard it was a Thay, I was like, okay, here we go. I got this. Because I knew what the ghost was. I got the firelight objective because it was in the chapel. So... Fun fact, if the ghost blows out a firelight in the chapel, it counts for the objective. It doesn't care if it's your firelight or not. So in the first hunt, the ghost immediately completed my objective by just running into the chapel. And I was like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I need to get a photo, but since it's a Thay, I'm going to set up a line of tier 3 salt so that it slows down, because I'm going to die. If I try to take a photo of a Thay during a hunt, I'm dead. So I lined up 9 pieces of salt. I got my camera smudge set up ready. And here, I'm just gonna show you what happened. Here is how this went. How can I can't full screen this. Today's the 20th anniversary of Half-Life 2, so it's free. I did not know that. That's fine. All right, here's how this went. So I needed to lure the ghost to me so I could get a photo. And the hunts on I have a timer here. The hunts on Sunny Meadows last 1 minute. I think I realize my mistake now. I lured the ghost to me way too early, and you'll see how that plays out in a second. So here I'm tapping my here I'm spamming my radio to get the ghost's attention. And now here it comes. So I'm going to smudge, I'm going to grab my extra one, and I'm going to duck into this corner. And the ghost just wanders towards me, so that's not ideal.
Oh, it's a Dio. Wait, what?
It wasn't a Dio, I was going crazy. So then I smudge again, run to this corner. There's 5 seconds left on this hunt. There's 3 seconds left on this hunt. And I smudged and ran into another room, so it shouldn't know where I am. Yet, this happens.
Get me the fuck out.
The ghost decided it was gonna beeline straight to the room that I was hiding in. And it was like 2 meters away from killing me. And the hunt ended. In hindsight, when I ran into this room, I should have ran to the desk so that if it did run in here, I could like loop it for like 3 seconds, but I ran to the corner for some reason. So then I almost got stuck behind this stool, and you can see me like realize, oh, I gotta run to the desk. Like right here, I see it, I'm like, oh, I gotta get to the desk before it gets to me. So I try to run for it, and I almost ran into the ghost, but it ended. So I got to turn around and get out.
Get me the fuck out. Get me out. Get me out. Get me.
That was, so yeah, that was fun. But it was a Thay, and I did end up getting it, so. Thumbs up. Yeah, isn't Thay one of those relatively dormant ghosts? No. Not in, wait, Thay? Twins. No, isn't Twins one of those relatively dormant ghosts? No. Not at all. They do way more interactions than, well, not necessarily, but they have the feeling. They have the feeling of doing more interactions than others. They don't technically. Actually, they might. I don't really know. The answer is no, they are not more dormant than other ghosts. They're annoying as fuck. And they're constantly doing shit to piss you off. I'll do a quick Twins explanation. And why it's so hard to locate them, unless you kind of... It's really hard to pinpoint twins based on hunts, because of the way they hunt, but I'll explain it in a second. So it's hard to locate them, but also if you understand them, you can kind of relatively locate where the ghost actually is. I'm doing pretty bad on cubing today, so I just gotta warm up. Alright, so... Let's say this is where this 4x4 is where the ghost is. This is the twin. It wanders around like this, and it can touch things around it in its general range. Like it can touch stuff like in this range. You know, it's wandering around. It can throw something, touch a door, knock a window as it walks around. This is the twin's second pair of hands. I don't know what you want to call it. Extremities, as you will. I don't know. It's not a physical ghost model that walks around. It's just sort of like its extended range that can be anywhere. It's not like forced like this. It's not forced in a circle like this big. It can be anywhere in this range. It can just sort of be anywhere around the ghost it wants to be. And it can touch things, throw things, knock on windows. So the ghost can be over here wandering, touching something here, and this can be over here touching something over here at the same time. Like they can just sort of be separate. Or sort of be locked to each other in a way, if that makes sense. So that's how the ghost just sort of wanders around and touches stuff. And here's how the ghost hunts. When it decides to hunt, it can either hunt from here, where the ghost is. If it does this, if it hunts from where the ghost is, it is a slow twin hunt, so it'll be slow. So if it hunts from where the location of the ghost, it'll be slow. Also, if the ghost touches something and then decides it wants to hunt, it can hunt from this location all the way away from the ghost. And if it hunts from its last interaction, it's a fast twin hunt. So if you hear a slow twin hunt, that's where the ghost is. If you hear a fast twin hunt, that's where the ghost last touched something and decided it wanted to hunt. So if you're a fast twin, it's the you know, extremity or whatever, the arms, and then it hunts from there. If you're a slow twin, it's where the ghost is. So when trying to locate where this fucking ghost was on the first run, I heard fast twin hunts near the chapel, and I heard fast twin hunts at the end of the left wing. So like, chapel's here, the end of the left wing's all the way fucking over here. So that means the ghost is sort of like roaming in this area, and it's like hunting over here sometimes, hunting over here sometimes, hunting over here. I heard slow twin hunts in the middle of the wing, I heard fast twin hunts all over the wing and in the chapel, and then I heard I heard a slow twin hunt once in like the chapel area, which threw me the fuck off. I don't know what that was about. But relatively, all the slow twin hunts were in like the second or third room in the wing. So that's where the ghost was. Never got a ghost event, even though I was hiding in those rooms, basically. I don't know. Twins piss me off. Their AI is annoying. Good thing I learned about them before going, because I only recently learned about how twins and their hunting interactions work. I would have been lost. I would have been like, I wouldn't have understood anything. if I hadn't learned how twins work recently. So I was able to pinpoint the ghost based off of knowing how the twins work, but then it didn't help me at all, because it still never did a ghost event. The fast one's called fast one for a reason, yeah. Well, I really suck today. So those are my Apocalypse 2 runs. I might go for Apocalypse 3 later today on stream. Because I really want that badge and I want that achievement. So gotta do it, gotta go for it. Gotta do what you gotta do. Now with the Apocalypse 2 runs, I was pretty confident in I'm gonna go for them today and I'm gonna get it by today. Apocalypse 2 is not that hard. I made it a lot harder on myself than it needed to be on the first run by just waiting for 2 hours. But Apocalypse 3, it might have to end up being hour-long games every time. Apocalypse 3 is a different beast. Really, the main difference will be... The main difference for me... Well, no, okay, literally, there's going to be a couple other differences, like flashlights won't work, breaker won't be on, blah, 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 but that's not really a big deal. The main difference that's going to... God damn it, man. That's going to be killer, is that the player speed will be 50. That's what sucks the most about Apocalypse 3, is the slow player speed. Fast ghost speed, that's fine, I can deal with that. I'm pretty good at distinguishing ghost speeds even when they're fast. Like, I can usually tell the difference between a Thaye and a Moroi, which is pretty hard to do, but... usually figure that out. I was really unconfident in the run yesterday because I just was scared I was going to be wrong. But I was right, it was a Thaye. Thays are faster than Morois, but slower than Dios. But if it's a Dio, you would know. Hello? Oh, I already solved it. Oh, I already solved that too. I gotta love the excessive amount of rotations that 323 took. Greetings, how's it going? It's going good. I'm no longer feeling sick. I mean, I am a little bit. You can probably hear it in my voice. But I'm fine. I'm good. I've been fine for the past... I've been fine the whole time. I just didn't stream because I didn't want to kill my throat. Otherwise, I was fine, though. So don't worry about me, guys. I'm glad that I did the Apocalypse 2 run before 3, because it gave me a valuable lesson. To never, absolutely under zero circumstances, ever try an apocalypse run when ghost event is one of your objectives. Don't do it. You might think, oh, but it's fine. I know how ghost event ranges work. I can get in ghost event range and I can just... No, you can't. It won't happen. You'll sit there for 2.5 hours and you won't get a ghost event. Don't try it. So at least I know now. Wanna go play a video game? Have a good stream. Alright, thank you for stopping by. Good luck with your game. I'm doing mid at 4x4. I'm doing, like, okay now. If I didn't get this 54, this would be a pretty good average. If I'm not rambling about something, is it really an Amy stream? The stream is like 50% cubing, other 50% me talking about random shit. And it's not like, you know, half the time I'm doing this, half the time... No, I'm doing both at the same time. I'm cubing and rambling about random shit at the same time. Other cubing streamers could never, because they do this thing called focusing on their solves. What a bunch of fucking nerds. Imagine having to focus on a solve. Couldn't be me. I'm too busy talking. I gotta focus on my conversation that I'm having with myself. I don't know if that makes me better or worse at cubing, that I can have a full-on conversation while in the middle of a solve and still be relatively focused. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't know where I got that from, but... Fuck. Fuck! Wait, no, it's fine. That's fine. I hate EPRMs. Especially when they have parity with them. Also, I read your message a long time ago, something about FTO. That's sick, brother. Why'd I do a Y2 there? Why did I do that? Why'd I do this to myself? You to learn FTO is so fucking fun. That's not the consensus I heard. What I heard is that everybody hates Last Layer, and that it's fucking awful. That's what I've heard, actually. I don't think I've heard a single person describe FTO Last Layer as fun. That was also absolutely a pain in the ass, you understand? Yeah, there you go. You know what's more fun? 4x4. Like, oh my god, look at that F3E in the centers. That was pretty fucking sexy, if you ask me. Although this 323 is not pretty fucking sexy. I'll admit. Like, at all. That 323 was pretty trash. And then I have parity. Well, that's unfortunate. That was a really good start to yourself. Ending in catastrophe. Double parity. Okay, well. Yes, I accidentally did 3 look LOL. Don't question it. I messed up my algorithm. I see. What is a more, like, do you think the beginner way of doing it is dumb? Like, what is a more intermediate? I don't know anything about any of the methods. Here's the thing, though. Is that you saying that in hindsight after having learned the beginner and then going to intermediate, being like, oh, intermediate's easier to understand, but if you had tried to learn intermediate first, it would have been really confusing? Is that sort of one of those things where it's like, because you understand how the cube works, intermediate is more... Because, like, you know... Try to teach a beginner how to do LOL, and they're going to be real confused. Well, LOL is pretty standard if, you know, it's pretty easy to understand if you already know how the cube works. Why am I getting, like, so many good solves and then so many trash ones? Maybe I should, like, actually focus on what I'm doing. That would be a first. E-perm. I'm gonna read that in a minute. Hi, I have good news. What is it? We're going to my first comp. Let's go. Hello, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna butcher it. I'm gonna butcher it. I really want to call you curse shit, but that's like really mean. So I'm gonna not do that. I'm just gonna assume it's cursed or something. Hello, how's it going? Welcome. How's everybody doing? You just spelt your name, but put spacings between every letter. I don't think that helps how it's pronounced. Alright, thank you. I just use entering, but I'm finally in. Nice. Good to hear. I was gonna go to my second comp, but there's not really anything near me. There was, but like it was a bit far. And it didn't really seem... Why'd I go to YouTube? I went to go to WCA. It was a bit far, and it was... meh. It was during my dad's birthday weekend, so I didn't want to hijack that. But I did... Yeah, and there's nothing else really near me. There's one, like, up north in Pennsylvania, but it's a bit far. Also, no, never mind. It only has Clock, Megaminx, and Square One. Who organizes a competition and then only has Clock, Megaminx, and Square One? I understand people like those events, but fuck. Who is that for? I'm learning how to solve 3x3 again. Nice, nice. Love 3x3. Here's your second layer. Today, forgot how to do it. Ah. Like the F2L part? Or I guess it wouldn't be F2L, but you know. Like this part where you gotta do that to get these in here. I saw your message and I didn't read it. Let me read it again. The intermediate method is called to-look. You know, beginner method, but you know how in the beginner method. No, I don't know how in the beginner method. I know nothing about FGO. You have to pair triplets. Yeah, okay, I kind of remember that. With to-look, you don't need to pair the... Alright, sure. So basically you're just not doing... Alright, whatever. I don't know what any of that means. I'll figure it out once I get around to it, I guess. Do you think it's better that I learn CFOP instead of beginner? Well, how long have you been doing queuing? Because I feel like that heavily depends. Like, if you've been doing it for a while and you have a pretty good understanding of how the cube works, then yeah, you'll start learning how to do CFOP. But if you're like literally just starting and you don't really know what you're doing, then learn all of beginners before you jump into CFOP. Don't do what I did, basically. I just started... I was like, beginner's last layer. Pff, what is that? I just want to do OLO and PLO. And then that led into me doing... I would do a soon over and over again.
An explosive just followed.
Thank you for the follow. What that would lead to me doing is, like, I only learned how to do soon in, like, T-perm. So I would, like, do a soon, like, 5 times. Until I, like, was able to force a soon case. And then I do like T-perm, and then I do... Oof. Here's what I would do. I have to salt the cube. Ah, fuck me. I'd get to here and I'd be like, alright. Soon. And then I'd soon. So I would just spam the one OLO over and over again. Then I'd get to here and I'd be like T-perm. And then I would do my beginner, PLL, where it'd be like, alright, yeah, we have these 3, we gotta swap them. So we do F2 and then you'd line up the color, you'd line up this, and then you would do this. Turns out this is actually the this is the algorithm that I used to use this a while ago because like it worked for both U-perms and it was like the same kind of moves. So I did this for the longest time. Clearly not long enough because I don't remember it. So I'll learn how to solve a Siamese cube myself. Let's go. I tried 2 years ago, but I hated it. Now it's my day 2. Ah, I see. Yeah, no, keep going with beginner. Too many algorithms? Yeah, it's a lot. I'll do some mega Siamese cube. What do you mean? We're talking about CFOP being too many algorithms. It's like 3 by 3 except by cases more. Ah, I see. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Turns out the U-perm that I used to do was the S U-perm that like, you know, some people use because apparently it's like, oh, it's the best U-perm. So like this is I hate that so much. The fact that people use this shit pisses me off. You need to regrip to top in order to make it work. Do you? Maybe you don't? Do you not regrip? Oh, fuck this. What? No. There's no way people don't regrip. There's no way you can do this algorithm efficiently without regripping to the top. That's fucked up. I hate that. I hate that. How would you do that regripless? Oh, fuck. Fuck everything about... Oh, I fucked it up. I practice Siamese cube or mega mixed. I get confused with the first layer algorithm and the white full layer. Is there other algorithms for the beginner, like for the first part? I thought for the first part you don't do algorithms. You just sort of figure out how to put the pieces in. I wouldn't try to do it by algorithm. I'll try to just get a good understanding of how the pieces move. For the first 2 layers, you shouldn't really need to be able. You shouldn't really need an algorithm. I mean, technically there are some, but you know. I do my U moves with the S because I'm an idiot. Well, I mean, you don't have to be. I mean, they're technically really fast if you're good at it. I'm just not good at it. I like the M move ones. Like, I like those because like I can do them quick. Do not like the S move ones, and I don't even know the RU ones. I probably should for bigger cubes, but fuck it. People teach the beginner's method with algorithms. I think they do that because it's a lot easier to say RU bum 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 instead of move this piece like this and put that in there. Because it's, you know, people are gonna get confused if they try to teach it like that. So they use algorithms, but I think it's kind of intended that like you just sort of you take those algorithms and then you try to get used to how the cube moves. So you don't really need to remember them anymore. Eventually you won't think of those as algorithms. You'll just think of it as how the cube moves. So just keep practicing. You'll get there. Not as bad as when I did my Z perms with an E move. How? I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna ask. I hate this song already. Who's pinging me on Discord? It was a bitch. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. You know who you are, and you're not a bitch. But I just wanted to call you a bitch anyway. So Megaminx. Yeah, Megaminx. We like Megaminx. I used to like Megaminx. I now don't really care for Megaminx. And sometimes every time I solve it, I get really mad because I don't like Megaminx. Too many pieces and not... Too many pieces in too many different spots. Ah, excuse me. I just say excuse me for yawning. Well. Oh, fuck me. Okay, well, I completely messed all that up. That doesn't go there. That's parody. How about the PMX? I don't know if it's hard. Nah, PMX isn't too hard. I made my side. Oh, you made your Siamese cubes. That's cool. I don't have any of those. I have too many cubes. About to be more. So yeah, I know. I wouldn't make it myself because I don't trust my abilities to do it properly. What? Oh. What? Oh. What? Whoa. That's parody. I suck. I got my middle orange mixed with green and the spot of the middle orange blue. I'm gonna take my best guess as to what that could possibly mean. That? Did you do that? Is this what you mean? Yes, I don't know. I'm impressed that I managed to guess that. Well, basically, just ignore this piece and put the proper one in there. Is this piece up in here, or is it like over here like this? Does it look like this, or is it like up here somewhere? Because if it's up here, just ignore this and put this in here, and that'll take this out and put it somewhere else. So just put the normal piece in there, And if you look around, it'll take this one. Basically, if a piece is in a place where it doesn't belong, just ignore it and put the proper piece in that spot. And then when you do that, it'll take the wrong piece out and put it somewhere else. So now this is out here somewhere. I can put that in. You know, I don't know the way you would do it, but the point is, if there's a piece in the wrong spot, just replace it with something else. And if the piece is in the right spot but it's flipped, just replace it with a wrong spot and then put it back in correctly. But I don't know how to put it in. Well then, here, hold on. Basically, if it's in the top here, you want to align the colors like this. Like you want to put the color that's facing you, you want it to line up with the center proper color. So like this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Oops. This is right. And then what you do is you'll move it, so this needs to go down in here. So what I'll do is I'll move it away from the place it needs to go. So I'm going to move it out of the way over here. And I'm going to move this slot like up, like this. And after I move the slot up, I'm going to bring the piece back to where it was, and I'm going to move the slot down. And now we have this. This is called an F2L pair. So then we can like rotate to the other side, like here. We can move this along the top. You can move this freely up here as much as you want. What you want to do is you want to kind of like line it up like this, and then you're going to want to move it one slot this way. And then you can move the right up, and then you can like slot it in. So now it's all lined up, and then you can put it back in there. So that you're going to want to do that for all 4 of them. Is the way that you go about doing it. I think there's other ways, but that is the way that I would do that. The way that I would teach it. I think it's the most intuitive. Basically what you're doing there is creating an F2L pair. And then you're putting it in. Very simple. Yeah, some people will explain things differently. It's, you know, what you find easiest depends on how, you know. Some people will explain something very simple and then make it sound complicated, or they'll explain something very complicated and try to make it sound like it's simple. There's very few tutorials out there that I trust. JPerms is good. A lot of people, when they go to make a tutorial, forget that they have a bias. There's a lot of things. This comes with a lot of things. The reason that it's so hard to be a teacher for literally anything is that all this stuff, all this knowledge that you just know. And there's a lot of things that you don't even realize is important to the skill or the job that you're doing. Like there's a lot of small things that you just know because you've been doing it for so long. Like, yeah, I know how to insert an F2L pair. I know that it has to be oriented this way, and that if I do hold it that way, it's not going to do anything because I've been cubing for so long. So I just know that. But when teaching, people seem to forget that they have that kind of knowledge where they just know something. And they just assume it's common knowledge. They'll be like, why are you holding it like that? You don't do that. And the student's like, well, I didn't know that. You didn't tell me. And he's like, I shouldn't have to tell you, blah, 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 you know. And it's like, I'm going to end the solve because I'm too busy yapping to pay attention to what the fuck I'm doing. So like, there's a lot of like common knowledge that just, you know, common knowledge to us cubers, but people don't know any of that stuff. And teachers, people who try to teach cubes just kind of forget that that's a thing. And so they don't explain stuff properly. And they get frustrated with whoever they're trying to teach. Like, why don't you understand what I'm talking about? Like, this is very simple. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's simple to you because you've been doing it for like 7 years. It's not simple to this person who doesn't know any idea how this thing works. Like, explaining the concept that the amount of people who don't understand that colors are combined by one piece and that these 2 colors can never be separated. Well, if you're cubing, that makes perfect sense. Of course these 2 colors can't be separated. Of course the center pieces don't move. Of course the corners have 3, like, of course you can't have 2 of the same color next to each other. Because the pieces don't allow for that. Like, no, obviously. But people don't know that. There's people who don't know how these things work internally. If they took a little bit to understand it, they would understand, and they would be able to figure it out, and they'd know why. But, like, not everybody just understands immediately how the cube works, so you can't just assume they do. That's my biggest, like, annoyance with people who try to teach things, is just assuming the people they're trying to teach have the common knowledge of everyone else in the community. Because they don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, why would you have the common knowledge? Like, you have no idea what the fuck's going on. You just started trying to get into this. But even if you know, as a teacher, that that's a thing, it's really hard to teach around it. It's really, because like I said, like to a lot of people, it's just common knowledge. It wouldn't cross your mind that it's something you need to mention. You don't think about it like, oh yeah, by the way, this is how this works, because you don't think about it, because you just know it. So that's why being a teacher is like really hard, because you need to know every little thing that like a beginner might have a question about, and you need to be able to explain to them why. You need to be able to explain to them, this is how this works and this is why this works. And a lot of people don't have the ability to do that. I'm included. I don't always know everything. I can't. I don't think I'm a great teacher, especially for cubing. I don't have the greatest understanding of the cube. And a lot of times I'll just say something like, oh yeah, here, this is an F2L pair, just insert this like this. And it's like, that makes perfect sense to me, but like, that's not going to make sense to everybody, you know? Hello there, Amy Kitsu. Hello there. Eli's awesome world. How's it going? I don't know why I clicked on your name in order to read it. I'm really scared of mispronouncing people's name. Got a guy in my school that keeps judging people. He tells that he's more smart than everyone, but he just memorized the entire algorithm. Wait, he can solve the cube and he's saying he's smarter than everyone? Explain it, ask him about the algorithm, he doesn't know. Yeah, no. I buy an X-Men Honk from Zeke through cubing. I've had multiple people tell me that, and there's only one of them, so if you're gonna do it, you might want to go do it now. Solves in 5 minutes. I'm sorry, I normally wouldn't make fun of somebody for being slow, but if you're gonna go and say that you're smarter than everybody because you can solve a cube and that it takes you 5 fucking minutes, you're stupid. If you want to know how to solve the cube and it takes you 5 minutes, like, good job, you learned how to solve the cube. But if you're gonna solve the cube and you're gonna brag about it and it takes you 5 minutes, bruh. I'm gonna make fun of you if you're trying to brag about it. We're trying to be, I'm smarter than all of you because I can solve the cube and that takes me 5 minutes, bro. Solve one faster? No, trust me, if you learn 3x3, I have a friend who learned 3x3 and in 2 days, not 2 days, in 3 to 4 days, after he learned the cube, he got his average down to like a minute and a half. Like, if you like really learn how to solve a cube and you really learn and try to figure out how it works, you can get yourself down to like a minute easily. So if you just keep going at it, just keep practicing, you'll get down, like, because once you understand how to solve the cube, you just do it over and over again. And then you'll figure out faster ways to do it. Also, I think you're watching an ad right now, so you probably can't hear me. Because there are ads in progress, I can see that. Okay, are we back from the ads? Hello? I was trying to say something, but I think, there were ads going on. Okay. I had a friend who learned how to solve the cube, and like in 4 days, he like learned how to solve it in like a minute and a half. So if you just really learn and really go at it, you can get yourself down to a minute easily. Just learn how to solve the cube, do it over and over and over and over and over again. And then while you're doing that, you figure out ways like, oh, I can turn it like this. I can do this instead of that, and it goes faster. Like, I can turn it, like, I can do this way, you know? So, like, Getting under 5 minutes is like fucking easy. Easy. Got a 50-second solve the other day. I'm slow as fuck. That's, well, I mean, you gotta solve. Sub 1. I don't make fun of people for being slow. I was slow as fuck. You know how long it took me to get my first sub 1? Make the first layer in like 20 seconds. Now I'm learning the second. If you make the first layer in 20 seconds, and you get the second layer in also 20 seconds, you go 40 seconds. Your first 2 layers, 40 seconds. Then you learn how to do. Yeah, you could get like you could get yourself to a minute and a half pretty easy. And then getting under a minute, I don't think would be too bad. Oh, basically garbage. All right, gotta do a 2 through 5. 2 through 5. We're aiming for sub 3. I sub 1'd a 2 through 4 the other day. I got a 59. We just 2 through 4, 59. Just proud of that. That was fun. I don't know if my cube is good. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, your cube is great. I thought you were gonna say like it's this Rubik's brand. Not Rubik's brand. Like it's this dollar store 3x3. It doesn't turn very good. Even that wouldn't matter. Cube hardware, hot take. Cube hardware doesn't matter until you're sub 20. Barely at that point does it even matter. Cube hardware is a lot. It used to be important because bad cubes used to be really bad and good cubes used to be really good. But now the difference between bad cubes and good cubes is like barely anything and only matters for like the top solvers. X-Men Hong sold 2 minutes after the video. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's an expensive cube and people are gonna want it. Like I expected every single one of his like good like cubes to sell immediately. I was looking to see if he was selling a GAN 4x4. Because the GAN 4x4 is terrible. But I want one because it's funny. But I don't want to pay full price for one. Okay. Here we go. I'm just gonna lightly inspect the 5x5. That's looking fine. That's looking good. That's looking great. Okay, I need to. Okay, that's really good. Okay, blue. Okay, blue. Okay. Okay. Pretty bad solve. Oh, what the fuck? How'd that happen? That's really bad. How did that happen? Whatever. I think I did that for no reason. Okay, well, I definitely got the sub 3. Oh my god, this is a lot of redeems. Flip. Hydrate, hydrate. And a good old hug. Hug Benmajin after a PB. Look at that, 24. 24. 24? What the fuck am I talking about? 244. I don't know where 24 came from. Well, I know 24. You know what I'm saying. The 2 through 4. Fuck voice. The 2 through 4 wasn't very good. It was like a 111, but this thing saved it. I got 111, 130. So this saved it. I got a 130 on the 5. But if I had subbed one this, then got a 130, whew, would have been quick. That's a PB. I mean, yeah, it's a PB, but like, there's only 50 solves in the session. So like, when you get a PB with like only, it's not, you know, that crazy. It's not like I've done hundreds and hundreds. So, I mean, like how the last one was a PB. Like, that's 2 PBs in a row. Like, that's not that crazy. I mean, it's fast. It's damn nice. Damn quick, but... Whoa. Alright. I'm gonna do some 5x5, because that was pretty fun. Splonk. Oh yeah, I missed some chats, so I'm gonna go back and read that after this. Scramble. I hate scrambling a 5x5. Da, 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 da. What do we got? 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 That's a lot of messages I missed. Screw Q, what happened? Pot, no. It's the Hong. The Hong is 5x5. I do. This is a Hong. Yes, I bought a GAN though. I did buy a GAN 5x5. It was 30% off at the Cubicle, and then if you use my discount code ABK2 for another 5, that's 35% off of a GAN 5x5 maglev, not maglev, GAN 5x5 UV. 35%. Can you believe it? That's a huge discount. So I did buy one of those. I also bought an Aoshi. I also bought a GAN 2x2 Pro. All these puzzles I listed are 30% off, so they were all really good deals. Anyway. I can get a really good 5x5 for 17 pounds. The best 5x5 you can get for the cheapest is the new Moyu Aoshuang single track. I wouldn't recommend anything else. The only good 5x5s are the Aoshuang, the Hong, and the GAN. And if you don't want to pay for the Hong or the GAN, just you get the cheapest Aoshuang version you can. Funny thing, I may or may not have. Come on. Well, my cut. Fuck English. I can't read. Can't read. I may or may not have. Well, my cousin came out to me. Wait, so you're not? I'll just wait for you to elaborate on that. I don't have a 5x5? Yeah, buy the Outrong if you don't have one, I think. Unless you just want to buy a Gan or a Hong. 1 to 37 centimeters, let's go. But you learn how to fucking price your cubes? Yeah. Yeah. Like here, let's go to the cubicle. I know that everyone shops at the cubicle, but I do, so I'm going there. Cubicle. Bonk. If you do shop at the cubicle, this sale might interest you. Gan 12 Maglev UV, 30% off. Huameng the brand new whatever this is, 30% off. Gan 5 UV, 30% off. The Ensheng 8x8, 30% off. This sale's gonna last like maybe 2 or 3 more hours, so if anyone in here wants to pick up any of these for this discount, you have like maybe 2 hours before this sale changes to be something else. Maybe less than that, I don't really know when they change it. But yeah, 30% off. Damn good prices. What's the Outrong cost? Like, yeah, if you want a good 4 5x5, literally just like, yes, this is more expensive than like maybe a budget one, but like it is. People saying that the Outrong might be the best 5x5 on the market. So for that price, just buy this. If you want a Hong, buy a Hong. If you want a Gan, buy a Gan. I have a Hong and I wanted a Gan, so I bought a Gan because like, look at that. Like I've wanted this thing for a while, but I never really wanted to spend $70. But like, look at that. That's a pretty good discount. I'm not gonna lie. So I had to get it. What do you mean 22? What do you mean 22? It says it right here. Single track. 22.99. Single track. If you want it UV, don't buy it UV, by the way. Moyu UV is terrible. Fortunately, I haven't had any issues with my Aosu, but I've heard that Moyu UV is terrible, so don't buy UV. Just buy single track, non UV. If you want the double track, I think the double track is technically better. Although, do you want to pay more than double the price for a ball core? Probably not. No. I think the triple track is actually the best version on the 5x5. Same can't be said for the 4x4. The triple track is not the best 4x4 version, but I think for the 5x5 it is better. At least that's what I've heard from the big cubers, who I trust their opinion. But honestly, just if you're looking for a 5x5 and you're on a slight, but just buy this. Like, this is literally the only option. Like, there's no other 5x5 I can recommend. Like, we scroll through here. Like, what else are you gonna? God damn it! Like, what else are you gonna get? A Meilong? No. Meilong, like M? Probably not. I mean, I guess you could, but why? I mean, because that's, to me, that's really cheap. So I guess mini 5x5, maybe. I don't know. Hong is, I think, still good. There's some Hong haters out there. The Yasu mat is not available. Oh yeah, probably sold out. Excuse me. Maybe the MGC? One second. I haven't used the MGC in a while, so I don't know what might be. One momento. I haven't used this thing in forever, so I have absolutely no idea if it's good or not. Let's find out. Well, how much does it cost? No, it's the same price as the. Never mind. Don't buy the MGC. It's the same price as the single track. Like, literally, they're both $22.99. They're the same price. And like, not to say there's anything wrong with the MGC, but I know for a fact that the Outrong is probably way better than this thing. Like, this isn't necessarily a bad cube. Like, I don't dislike this thing, like, by any means. But I'm sure the Outrong's better. I don't have an Outrong. I might have to buy one, but I just bought a Gan 5, so I'm probably not going to buy an Outrong. Because I value my wallet. Why would you sauce Energy Z when you can sauce pasta? Did you know that when you sauce pasta, taste sauce pasta is good as taste sauce pasta, sauce pasta? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go downstairs because shit Wi-Fi. Yeah. See you in a momento. Watch this. The fuck, my timer isn't connected. Watch this. It's about to be a 127.9. You ready? Okay, I lied. I very much lied. Where the fuck is my piece? Found it. Yeah, this thing is not gonna be fast. This solve is slow as shit. Balls. Shit balls. What is a shit ball? Does anybody know? Do I want to know? I mean, it's probably just a ball of shit. Which, you know, I guess isn't desirable, so. God damn it. The solve is terrible. I'm in a dot case just to top off my pain. Stardew Valley! I already lost where I was in the scramble. I'm just gonna guess. If the WCA is allowed to miscramble 5x5s, then so am I. Because God fucking knows that I'm not gonna scramble this thing, right? Ah, fuck, I did too many moves. God damn, what the fuck am I doing? Guys, this is going terribly. How did I do so good during the 2 through 5, but now here I am and I suck. Oh, fuck. What? No! Oh, shit. Shit. So it was even worse than the last one. How did I fuck everything? How did I just fucked everything up. It's fine. Back. Welcome back. Hug Benmajin. Hug Benmajin. Alright, Benmajin, you're gonna have to stay here with me for this solve. Look at the camera, though. Maybe he'll guide me to a good solve. My arms are starting to hurt. I might not have gotten enough sleep last night. Ooh, yeah, okay. I'm not. Definitely didn't get enough sleep last night. But I wanted to stream, damn it. Because I didn't stream last Sunday, and I didn't stream on Monday. Sorry, I never stream on Monday. I didn't stream last Sunday, I didn't stream on Wednesday. So I wanted to stream today, so I'll be damned if I'm tired. My way out of this one. Benmajin, give me strength. Is he like my god? Why say it like that? I mean, he might be my god. Who am I to assume he isn't? People treat him like one. If you're treated like a god, does that make you a god? Like, what's the criteria to becoming a god? If you're treated as such, you may as well be, right? Uh-oh. It's fine, I fixed it. I can't see the timer because Benjamin's fat ass is blocking it. So I don't know if this solve is good or not. Fuck. The answer was no, and then I made it worse. God, this thing is kind of painful to turn because I set it up with the Angstrom setup, but I almost certainly put too much Gravitas in here, or Dignitas. Gravitas? Gravitas. Whichever one goes on whichever one goes in the tracks. I definitely, almost certainly put too much in, and also I haven't used this cube in forever, so it's gotten kind of all gummy. Well, stews don't count at home. Yes, they do. I'm not gonna lie to myself. Plus twos don't count at home until you get a PB and then you feel bad because, oh, I just got a PB but it's a +2. So then, because plus twos don't count at home, you count it, but then you're guilty about it because, oh my god, wait, my PB is a +2, I'm a fraud. So then you start getting really nervous about it, and you don't want people to figure you out, and you're gonna feel bad, and you're gonna be like, but I'm not real, I'm not real. And you're gonna just spiral. Because you're just gonna... Yeah, I don't know, that's probably never happened. Point is, +2's count home. Because if they don't, then you're gonna end up getting some sort of PB with them. And then you're gonna be like, well, guess it's a PB because +2's don't count. The PB single scenario is less likely. I'm more like getting a PB average with a +2 in it, I feel like it's something that's probably happened to a lot of people. Me included. I +2'd out of a PB average of 5 on 3x3. I +2'd an 11 like into a 13 or something. And then it cost me the sub 12 average of 5. And I still haven't beaten that potential average yet. It would still be my PB to this day had I not +2'd out of it. So basically what we call that is a skill issue. Because I just shouldn't have +2'd it. Okay. I mean, I +2'd a 9. That would have been my PB single. Rough. That is unfortunate. I'm in a lot of physical pain right at this moment in time. Not really. Everything is tired. Everything feels like it's gonna fall apart. I feel like any moment now I'm gonna collapse. I got passed out on stream. I definitely didn't get enough sleep last night. Ooh, ooh! I did not inspect that for long enough, in the slightest. Also, I'm sorry to everybody's ears that I just ruptured. Actually, I'm not. I'm not sorry. I won't pretend. I should have been a little quicker than I ended up being. Oh, kill me. Best Siamese cubes of 317. I don't know if I'd be able to solve one. I'd get really confused because I would just not be able to figure out how to deal with the what's the word? Can't think of the word. Holy shit. This person doing a 40 41 cube multi-blind, dear lord. Alright. I want to stream for a little longer, although my body doesn't want me to because I'm tired. Like, my back is aching and my arms are sore, and my head doesn't want to be this way, my head wants to be this way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go rest for a little bit, and then after lunch I'll probably stream some Phasmophobia on the other account. If you don't follow my other account, go follow my other account, because I'll be live in maybe about 3 hours? I'll be live in about 3 to 4 hours-ish. So go follow me there. Amekitsu Gaming. I'll be live, I'll be doing Phasmophobia. I'm going to be doing some Apocalypse 3. I'm going to try to be doing some Apocalypse 3. And we're going to see if I can get it done. If I can't, then too bad, so sad. Hopefully it'll just be fun in the chat. I hope you guys are there. I hope we have a good time. Anyway, I'm gonna go rest for a bit. Sorry I couldn't stream for a little bit longer, but I'm a little tired. It is what it is. We got a cuber in the house. I really just copied the URL, not their name. There's someone else doing a multi-blind, but why did that not work? What the fuck is that? Alright, hold on. How do I initiate a raid from here? It didn't work! It didn't work! Raid? Why does that not work? Okay, how do I raid somebody? Hold on. One moment. I'll figure this out. Just wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Wait, that's exactly what I meant to do. Raid channel. Why can I not click it? Guys. There we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, slash! Fuck, I'm dumb. It's slash raid. Small brain. Okay. Thank you everybody for being here. I'll be live on the other channel in a little bit. Give it a follow. Join my Discord too. I'll give a notification when I go live. Join my Discord. If you're not, I just mean if you're not my Discord, join the Discord. I'll give notifications for when I go live there. And thank you everybody for being here. I will probably be streaming tomorrow, same time. Assuming that I don't skip out on you guys again like I did last week. If I do, I'm sorry. I was just really tired. I usually don't like to skip stream, but I usually only do it if I know it's not going to be a good stream. Like if I'm really tired and like I'm not going to have a good time streaming, I usually won't, because it's not worth it. Because then I'm just kind of in a bad mood, and I don't want to be streaming. I don't want to be streaming to people in a bad mood. I want to be in a good mood. I was in a good mood today because I'm no longer sick, so I'm feeling great. Anyway, I'm going to be streaming. Goodbye. Follow my other account. Goodbye.